12th of June 2017. Today is my birthday. Okay, happy birthday to me. But I still have to work. Okay, so today we're gonna do set number 13 as A1. Okay, I can't read this screw, forgive me. Okay, 2016 primary 6 paper. Good, we're gonna do the last 4 questions, so you can turn to question 15. Start question 15. Question 15 is not difficult, just that there's a lot of steps because I have to find the area of the semicircle. Okay, I'll read the question to you first. Okay, the figure below is made of a semicircle, which is this, a square, which is this. You can see a square here, and 3 quadrant. So 3 quadrant, you get 1 here, the big one, small one, 2, and then 3. Alright, now the side of the square is 18. It is 18 here. This is also 18. This is also 18. 18. So this is 36. Right? Cool. Find the area of the shaded part and also the perimeter of the shaded part. Okay. First, I'm gonna find the area of this quadrant over here, which is the same as this quadrant. Okay. And after that, I'll find the area of the square, and then I'll minus off the quadrant. I'll get this small little unshaded spot here. Okay, sorry, my ink is not running very well today. So the first quadrant, 1/4 times 3.14 times pi r square, I get 254.34. Okay, you don't have to write this if you don't. The area of the square, 18 times 18, I get 324. Now I'm going to find the area of this small little unshaded part here. So I'm going to take the square, going to minus off the quadrant, and I get 66. Okay, so now I need to write some keywords so that my teacher will know what I'm doing, right? I'm going to find the area of this big quadrant. I'm going to minus off this, going to minus off this unshaded part and this unshaded part, so that I can get all this shaded part. So I'm going to find area of B quadrant. Sorry, I have to cover the picture because I don't know why the screen is just not wide enough to capture everything. Okay, 3.14 times 36 times 36. Okay, from here I'm going to find the area of this shaded part already without the semicircle yet. So I'm going to take this minus 1, 2. Alright, so 1017.36 minus quadrant to 4.34 minus the small little unshaded part. Okay, cool. Now I have to proceed to find area of this semicircle. Just plus this shaded part. Okay, the shaded part, I'll get the answer. So area of semicircle half the pi r square, right? Pi r, so the r is still 18, right? From here to here, square. Okay, okay, so area of shaded parts, use keyword from the question so we know what they're doing, plus 693.36, these and these, right? Both are the shaded part. Okay, they never say to round off or like 2 decimal place. Since they give me pi is 3.14, my answer can be in 2 decimal place answer. This is part A. Okay, we shall proceed to do part B. Part B, I just need to find circumference, right? You see, this is the semicircle, right? Quadrant plus quadrant. Did you realize the 1, 2, 3 is a full circle? It's the same size of this circle, all with the radius 18. So I just need to find perimeter of one circle. One circle plus perimeter of a quadrant. this one, the big quadrant. Add them all together, you get the answer. Okay, so I'll find the first one. Circumference of a circle, I get pi d, right? Or 2 pi r, I get 2 pi r. The r is 18, right? This circle, one full circle. The r is 18, right? The radius is 18. Can you see that? The radius is 18. Same here, the radius is 18. It's given. Okay, so 2 pi r, one full circle. Okay, I'm going to proceed to find this quadrant. I get 1/4. Okay, so arc length of arc of quadrant, you get 1/4. Okay, 1/4 2 pi. What is the r here? This is the center of the quadrant, center of the circle for the quadrant, for this big quadrant. So the r is 36. 36, now do it working. I get 56.52. So I answer the question. Perimeter of shaded parts equals the full circle plus the arc of the quadrant. You see the full circle, this one full circle here, plus the arc of this big quadrant. Answer 1, 3. Okay, answer. Sorry, 169.56. Cool. Okay, let's go to question number 60. Let's see, I put a little bit lower. Aaron was given a monthly allowance of $250 in 2015. He spent 30% on food, 20% of it on transport, and saved the rest. In 2016, which is the year after, there was an increase in his monthly allowance. If you do that, when you read this, right, you know this is 100%, right? The previous year is 100%, so there's an increase, so this is more than 100%. He spent the same amount on food, or the same amount of money on transport, but increased his spending on food by $43. The remaining 40% of his allowance was saved. What was the percentage increase in his allowance? So look at this. Now he's 100%. How much is his 100%? Is being stated as 250. He spent 30%. How much is 30%? Use your calculator, okay? 30% of 250. So I find 30% of is times, right? Of 250. So this is on food. 20% of it, remember, okay, just pay attention, it's not 20% of remainder, but 20%. So 20% of it, so 20% of total. On transport, get the shortcut, and save the rest. Oh, am I right that he saved? How much did he save? Obviously it's half, right? 30%, 20%. Yeah, so he saved $125. So this is in 2015. Okay. Now in 2016 there's an increase. I don't know how much, but he spent the same amount of money on transport. So I got an increase. So this increase, you see from the question, right? So it's no longer 250%. Now he spent the same amount of money on transport. They didn't say what percentage, but that means I still spend 75. Spend the same amount on transport. Oh no, on transport. So it's $50 on transport. So I still spend 50. But increase his spending on food by 43. So food was 75, right? You see, food was 75. You increase by 43. I got 118. That means over here, 118 is on food now. Previously it was 75, but you increased by 43. So I have to do this working. And this remaining is the remaining 40% of the total. The remaining 40% of his allowance was saved. So this part was saved. Am I right? If 40% of allowance was saved, so this must be 60%. Am I correct? If this is 60%, then you can set your matching already. 60% is equals to this amount. Okay, write it down, but if you have to, okay. So 168. So what is 100%? Right hand over left hand times bottom number divided by 6 times 10. You get 280. Initially it was 250, now it's 280 for 2016. Right? The allowance for 2016. But you see, this is not the answer. You must complete the working. Okay, don't stop here. What was the percentage increase? What was the increase? There's an increase in $30. So the original is 100%. So if 250 is the original is 100%. What was the percentage increase? So the amount increase was 30, right? So you only look for 30. So right hand divide by left hand times bottom number. Right? This is a 12% increase answer. It's 12% increase. I only calculated the increase. If you want to find the percentage of 280, do so. You will get 112%. But that's not the increase. We only want the increase. So you must minus off the original. So 112 minus 100, you still get 12% increase. Okay, we go to question 17. Benjamin started cycling along the same path from point Z, but in opposite direction. So after cycling for 3/4 hour, which is 45 minutes, they were 72 kilometers apart. Jeremy's speed was 16 kilometers per hour slower than Benjamin, meaning Benjamin will travel longer in this 45 minutes. What was Jeremy's average speed? You start from point Z in opposite direction. Both are 45 minutes, so you travel for 45 minutes here. You can use 3/4 hour. I'm just more comfortable with minutes. 3/4 hour. They are 72 kilometers apart. If Jeremy is slower, so he will be here. Now remember, every hour Jeremy is 16 kilometers slower, but they only travel for 3/4 hour. So 3/4 of 16 kilometers, right? Yes, it's 12 kilometers. So meaning to say that if this is 1 unit, right? Here, Benjamin would have 12 kilometers more. You get it? So how do I find this 1 unit? 1 unit plus 1 unit is 2 units plus, so 2 units plus 12 kilometers is 72 kilometers. The total is 72. Minus of the 12, 1 unit will become 30. 30 You take 72 minus 12, you get 60. Divide by 2, get 30. 30 plus 30, 60, 72. Got it? That means here, that means this person will have traveled 30 kilometers. Who's this person? Jeremy. It's Benjamin. So here is also 30 kilometers. What was Jeremy's average speed? Average speed. So Jeremy is this. He traveled 45 minutes. He traveled 30 kilometers. I want to find his speed. I can do per hour, right? Right hand divide by left hand times bottom number. 1 hour 60 minutes, okay? Even though it's 40 divided by 40 times 60. Yeah, alright. 40. So his answer, Jeremy's speed would be 40 kilometers per hour. 40 kilometers per hour. Cool? Okay, so this is your part A. If Benjamin is the continuous cycle for half an hour, find the total distance covered by Benjamin. So Benjamin, another half, find the total distance covered by him. Oh, okay. Actually, you can just pretty shortcut, because he already traveled for 3/4 hour, which is 45 minutes. Another half an hour. What you can do this. You can just add it up. You can add up 3/4 hour plus the other half hour. Yeah. 45. 75. 75 minutes. 1 hour. 1/4. Yeah, you get 75 minutes. 45 plus 30. Get 75 minutes. So what you can do here, the whole timing is, you can use fraction. You can use the one they give you. 3/4 hour. He traveled 30 plus 12. You can just do it here, right? So 3/4 hour. He traveled 42 kilometers. Just do your matching. So you can just use your calculator. Right hand divide by left hand times bottom number. You can find the total distance traveled by him. So 42 divided by 45 times 75. So he traveled 70 kilometers. Answer. So the first one is 40 kilometers per hour, and the second one is 70 kilometers. Okay, is it easy? Go to question 18. Miss Lee had a certain number of muffins and cupcakes. If, that means it didn't happen, okay? Miss Lee sold 60 muffins and 13 cupcakes each day. She will have 300 muffins left by the time she finished selling all her cupcakes. If Miss Lee sold 30 muffins and 60 cupcakes each day, Miss Lee will have 913 muffins left by the time she finished selling all her cupcakes. Find the total number of muffins and cupcakes Miss Lee had in her shop. Alright? I would say this is very easy, because when I first started learning how to do this type of question, initially I find it complicating, okay? But just practice, you know, the method, then it's okay. You see, if you finish selling, if you sold 60 muffins and 30 cupcakes each day, right? She will have 300 muffins left by the time she finished selling all her cupcakes. So now you can tell, okay, you have to make use of this number, 360 and 30 for the first equation. You can see that 60 muffins plus the 300 muffins is the same number as 30 muffins here plus 930 muffins. But I can set equation with muffins, right? So since this ratio proportion is not related to this ratio proportion, can I let the first ratio be units, the second ratio here be parts? So if this is units, can I do this? 60 units plus 300 muffins is the same as 30 units. Instead of muffin, I put 30 units plus 930 muffins. So they are the same because the total number of muffins is the same in these two metaphoric situations. Just a suggestion, it didn't happen, okay? So now I'm going to bring over these two. Remember how to bring this side. Okay, look at this. 60 units stay. I'm going to bring the 30 unit to the other side. There's no sign here, so you put a minus. Do the opposite. Opposite sign. 930 is a plus. Stay. Don't do anything. Stay is still plus. Plus 300. Bring to the other side. Minus 300. That's how you settle this type of equation. 60 minus 30, you get 30. So you get 630. So 1 unit. Remember which one? No, I did it wrong. I did it wrong. See, I talked so fast. Just now I said units, and let this be parts, right? So this has to be parts. This has to be parts. I'm sorry, but this has to stay as part. 60 unit minus 30 parts. So I get one equation here. So I set one equation here. Okay? Now, the other equation. Is this cupcake the same number too? Since just now I said the first one I let it be unit, right? So the second equation, this would be 30 unit. The number of cupcakes is the same as the number of cupcakes here. But because this ratio is not related to this, so I put 60 parts. That means this, the second scenario, I use parts. This one use unit. So 30 unit is the same, is equal to 60 parts. So this is 1 unit is actually 2 parts. Can you see that I settled the other equation? Now that I have these two, right? Can you see that there's nothing I can do because there's unit and parts here? So what I do is, this is 60 units, right? You can substitute either one of them. You know that 1 unit is 2 parts. So, well, you can do this. If 1 unit is 2 parts, what is 60 unit? So 60 unit is 120 parts, right? So I will not copy the 60 unit again. I will let it be 120 parts minus 30 parts here. I'll get 630. So I get 90 parts is 630. So 1 part will be 1 part is 7. Remember, we let the second one be parts. So find the total number of muffin and cakes. So this is 30 parts plus 60 parts. So 30 parts plus 60 parts is equals to 90 parts. Huh? You mean I don't need to? So silly. Yeah, I already got it. So 630, right? So 630 plus, when you have the parts, you still have 930 muffins left. So you get to add back the 930 muffin plus 930 muffin. You have 1560 in total. That means after you find 30 parts plus 60 parts, you get 90 parts. You still need to add back the 930 muffin that is left by the time you finish selling all your cupcake. So this is your total number. Actually, this is using units and parts, right? Yeah, units and parts. If you're not strong in that chapter, of course, this question will be very difficult for you. You can try it one more time. Just remember, I let this be units. Units of 60 unit is to 30 units. So 60 unit, you get to plus 300 muffin is to 30 units. Then the second ratio will be 30 parts plus 930 muffin equals to 60 parts, because they're not related, so we can use the same sign, still can use the same symbol for both ratio. Okay, I hope you understand this question. If it's not very clear, send an email or leave a message on my post, or take a look. Okay, have a good time. Thank you. Bye.